Hi everybody, this is Emily from Emily's Stamping Grounds. Welcome to my second video. This is a pivot pop-up card I made with Not a Creature Was Stirring and a couple images from Sprinkled with Joy and Baked with Love. I cut and colored all of these quite some time ago. When I got this set, I was all excited. I love all of the different images and how they go with the other sets so well. And I cut quite a few of them. Sorry for the little gap here in the video. There they all are. And I just wanted to be able to show you that I might pull in a different colored bowl, I might pull in a different colored mouse, but this is where all the images came from. So for the images, I used 110-pound Neenah Solar White cardstock. And then for the pivot pop-up pieces, I used 80-pound because I think it works a little better with the mechanism if the paper's a little thinner. So I cut two of those pieces that I say kind of looks like a film strip, and then a card base out of 110-pound. And then one of those base pieces, the part that actually makes the pivot action, out of the 80-pound. And then I cut two pieces that end up being my tabletop out of some fog cardstock by Simon Says Stamp. So that is all of that, and I will clear away all of the unnecessary images here in a second. Show you how I start putting this together. So the first step is I taped together these two film strip pieces so that it could be one continuous pattern when I use the Lawn Fawn brick stencil on it to make a backsplash. I tried to do this once in a test, and I started out just over on the side instead of in the middle, and for whatever reason, when I put the pattern together, it just didn't look right, so I decided for me it was easier to start in the middle and then finish out on the sides. So you will see me do that here in a second. Just move it over, do some more ink blending. I used a Stampin' Up! Ink on this. Actually, it's soft seafoam green or seafoam green because it was the lightest green I had. I thought it worked really nicely. So you'll see there how they fit together in the end. And then I decided I wanted the front of the card to be super, super simple, like Not a Creature Was Stirring. So all it says at the bottom is Not a Creature Was Stirring, ... And then I put a couple cookies out front to show what's maybe going to happen on the inside. And I stamped those down with Simon Says Stamp Intense Black ink. And then I'm afraid I color off camera because I'm going through some blind moments with needing bifocals. Hopefully that will get straightened out soon. I'll be able to show you how I color on camera, give you color combinations and such. But for now, these are going to get stamped down, and then suddenly they're going to appear colored in the next part of the video. And then once I get to it, I mean, the pivot pop-up mechanism, you fold in half like a mountain fold first. And then you take it and you fold it crossways towards you, following the embossing lines. And then you take it and you fold it the other way towards you, following the embossing lines. Then you kind of fit everything into that arrow. Kelly Alvarez over at Lawn Fawn has a great video on YouTube showing you how to do it. I'm sorry my steps get a little quick there, but you see me marking the center here. I had to do a little math because I'm terrible at math. Couldn't remember what half of 5.5 was. And then I put a little mark so you can see it through the hole in the center of that thing, the mechanism. And then you line it up at the center fold of your card and peel the tape off, and then your mechanism is ready to go for when you're set with the rest of it. Then I taped the two backsplash panels together, and then they fit like one continuous piece. And then I started assembling. You fold those little foreground pieces together to match the folds of the film strip pieces. Sorry for all my weird names, but it's how I think of them. And then I arranged these bowls I decided I wanted to use the die that comes in the set. The stirred, Not a Creature Was Stirring set has this little curved thing so you can stack the bowls and put the spoon inside, and I think it's just so clever. So I cut all 3 of the bowls that way so that I could stack them and put them over on the side. And then I did some testing there to make sure that the spoon wasn't in the way when I closed the card. And then I just glued everything down. I had kind of had an arrangement in my head. You'll see me grab my phone here in a second. I took a picture of it while I was working on it prior to that. See what I wanted to do. I thought it was so cute. I saw it on Instagram. I wish I could give somebody credit, but I don't know who it was. They put the little mouse standing on that butter, and I thought that was the best idea. So I used it so that the little mouse could put the holly on top of the figgy pudding. And then got the rest of the mice out. Used some sets from Baked with Love. Some images from Baked with Love. I think that's where the flour and the egg and the maybe the vanilla frosting come from. Put a cookie down, a couple candy canes. Got the whole scene set, and then wanted to stamp the inside with the phrases, "Except in the kitchen," and "We whisk you a Merry Christmas," which I think are so cute. I think in the end I'm going to maybe put a whisk down below the sentiment, just stamp it there as well. And then to mount this to the mechanism, you just put glue on those 2 square rectangle-ish pieces on the side and no glue anywhere else. And then you center it up on that piece and glue it down. And it takes a little bit of opening and closing and opening and closing and really working the paper to get it to the point where it comes out of the envelope and does what you want it to do for the recipient. They need to, so they don't have trouble closing it in the end. It just takes a little bit of work. You see me flipping it, making it work, and that is the end. Hope you enjoyed my card. Thank you so much for stopping by.